In this video, I'm going to be giving my client a medium taper. He likes to keep it dark but low, and so I'm going in with a 1.5 guard with the lever completely closed, which is the normal or the ideal true wavelength. And so I want to start off by going in with my wider tooth comb just to lift the hair up off the scalp and just go through combing it to the actual direction that it lays, just so that I can get an idea for the canvas that I'm working with. This also lifts the hair off the scalp just so that when I go in with the clipper and the guards actually feed through the hair versus leaving patches in the waves. Starting off in the crown area, I want to go in with the lever completely open just so that I can give myself enough thickness at the crown area because it tends to be a little less dense, and that means that it will thin out quicker than the rest of the head. Now I'm closing up the lever and now I'm going down from where I left off and just going down from the crown into the actual edges of the hair just so that everything lays down to that true 1.5. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. By subscribing, not only do you support, but you allow other people to learn from these videos by pushing them into the algorithm so that everybody can be a part of this. Now that I got everything laid down, I'm going in with the lever completely closed, setting in my first initial bald guideline, and that's usually around the reference point where the ear connects to the head and the end of the eyelid. Now I'm going up about a full inch with the lever completely open, setting in my next guideline. Lever completely closed on the 1 guard here, and that's my next guideline, being sure to brush the hair back down to its natural position. And as you can see, I'm doing the same exact steps to the top of the beard, just taking time to blend it out at the same exact time to create efficiency. Here I'm going in with the number 2 guard, and this is be the biggest guard that I use on this taper. And as you can see, I'm using the heel of the blade just to scoop out at the very top so that I don't take it too far up, but I'm just trying to work my way into the waves. Here I'm going in with the lever completely closed again on the 1.5 guard to follow up and then drop down. Go against the grain with the same exact 1.5 guard and follow up right up under the 2 guard. Not going completely as high, but right up under. Now I'm dropping back down to my 0.5 guard, right up under that. And this line is taking out the line with the lever completely open with no guard and the 1 guard that I set in, and I'm just working in between there. Lever open a little bit as I go up in the taper, and I'm just detailing using the corner. Back to no guard at all. And I work my lever completely closed and work it back open as I go higher in the taper. Again, using the corners here. Comment down below what you struggle with your tapers. Here on the other side, I'm doing the same exact steps, using that same reference point where the eye ends and the ear meets the head. Going up about 1/2 inch to 1 inch. Lever completely open. Lever completely closed with the 1 guard here, and I'm not worried about exactly how sharp the guideline is as long as I can see a slight indentation to where there's a difference in contrast so that I can easily come back and identify when it's time to take it out. So I'm just making sure that I'm setting in my lines as soft as possible, using the heel of the blade just to flick off the shape of his head and actually into the style that's on top. So that at the very top, I don't have to do a lot of detail work. I just need to lightly debulk and everything blends together at the very top. Again, going with the grain again with the 1.5 with the lever completely closed just to smooth out the top of the taper. I drop down right up under the 2 with the 1.5 again. 0.5 here. Lever completely closed. Opening it up as needed, and usually when I get to the top of the taper in detail, that's when I open up the lever. No guard. Here in the back, I'm doing the same exact steps. I just have a wider canvas to work with, and I got more space to cover. And so I'm going in, setting in my guidelines a little bit wider, if you will, going up a little bit higher. In the back, you just want to start at the most dense area where the hair is the darkest. It gives you a solid straight line. One guard with the lever completely closed here. Keeping in mind that I'm getting to the top and I need to be able to blend into the top before I start taking up the waves too high. 2 guard here with the lever completely closed, and it's the biggest guard that I'm gonna use. And as you can see, it's starting to form that gradiency towards the top, but it's also easy to risk running up this taper too high. So I'm going in with the grain again to lay it back down with the lever completely closed with the 1.5 guard. Here I'm gonna attack the 0 guard or 0.5 guard. And that's the line that's put in when I put in the lever completely open with no guard at all. That's the line that I'm attacking right now. It's under the 1 guard, but it's over no guard at all. Keeping in mind the hair growth pattern, and so I'm hitting it completely against the grain directly just by angling the clipper so that it takes off the hair in the space that it needs to. I'm opening up the lever here as I go higher in the taper, and as you can see, I'm just detailing the dark spots. Light pressure towards the top. Here I'm going in with no guard at all, and I'm start to knock out that very bottom line that I set in. Working my way from closed to open. Halfway here. And notice how as I get higher in the taper, I flick out more. Now I want to prep the skin by going in with some foam, just preparing the line with putting foam everywhere that I'm going to line up, setting in the hot towel here. Just removing all the dirt, sweat, or oils that's on the skin just so that I can get a sharper line. Here I'm going in with holding spray. Now I'm going to blow dry it just to lock it in, and as that blow dries, I'm going to start to work on everything around it. Going and tapping in the mustache first. Now behind the ear, I'm just gonna set in the first initial arched effect over the top of the ear just because it allows me to create symmetry when it's time to set in the lines, the vertical lines towards the nape area as well as in the back of the beard. start on the front hairline, I'm just gonna start in by setting in the C-cups just so that I can create symmetry on both sides. And I'll start in at the very bottom and work my way to the top of the C-cup arch at the fullest point without pushing it back. Find the symmetry point on the other side here, and now I'll just connect the arch. Then I go in and set in the vertical bars. Usually the reference point for the vertical bars is towards the middle of the ending and the middle of the eyebrow. So that small piece on the end. So this is not too far out, but it's not too far in. So towards the end of the peak of the eyebrow, but not completely the end of the eyebrow. Now I find the fullest point on the front and I work my way from the middle to each side, one at a time. Essentially just connecting to the top of the vertical bar that I set in. When doing the beard, you want to find the fullest point on the beard and bring it to that line and just keep a consistent line through and through just so that you can create the fullness effect. And so you clean up the overhanging hairs so that everything looks more full than what it is. And also you want to check with your client to make sure that you're not taking too much off in the exact shape that they want for their beard. When doing the razor work, you just want to stretch the skin and angle the razor at a 45-degree angle, stretching the skin with the opposite finger and pull back to the line. As an additional step that I like to throw in there, and I think that it's only right for wavers, is to go over the hair with the lever completely closed on the clipper and just skimming over top of the waves with light pressure, just clipping all the overhanging hairs just to clean up the look overall and catch any hairs that the guard couldn't get to lay it all down completely. Client came in looking, and it is up to us as barbers to do our job and execute at a high level just so that we can be able to turn this into this. This is the final cut, and if you learned anything, please share this video with a friend, family member, or fellow barber. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell. My name is Kel, and I'll catch you in the next one.